Hey, this is Christian Buckley. We're doing another MVP Buzz Chat, and I'm here with Adam. Adam, how's it going?
Very good, thanks. Great to see you. Last time, I think in person, was Inspire in July last year, where I did some Twitter shot, and you're like, "Oh, you're following me," and I'm like, "Whoa, ha 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 ha." So yeah,
it was the sinister. It was more sinister sounding than that, folks. Than so you had to be there, but yeah. So what you introduce yourself? Like, who are you? Where are you from?
I have to introduce myself. So Adam Levithan, Pisces. Oh no, actually Scorpio. Sorry, wrong chat.
I swiped to the right already. Sorry. Yeah.
Washington D.C. area, working at Withum Digital, product manager for an intranet in a box solution that combines technology and actually we're a product company with consulting services, or consulting services company with a product that combines services and working with those customers to understand Office 365. So it's a fun balance. A lot of great solutions out there. For our niche, we're just providing both, so that's great. I always remember not just who I am, but when I first joined Metalogix as a product manager, doing an interview with you. So this is fun again. That was written, but this is our a voice one of, I'm really glad that I've been able to stay in the product management realm, affecting multiple people with a single decision. So it's fun.
Well, it's interesting. Your focus going, like, getting back away from like those other administration migration, that world, into into intranets, the space that we were selling, and we worked to the same companies and stuff,
right?
In that space. These are tools for people that manage these intranets, and now with this strong focus on helping companies better understand what the platform does, Office 365 does, and then selling product into that. What's evolved in the way that people look at intranets?
Well, I actually think also part of it is the way the number of people who are thinking of intranets has changed a lot, especially in at least my experience for the intranet in the box solution. You sort of have two different groups of people. You have people who know an intranet exists and understand that it could be valuable to the culture and productivity of their organization. And then you have the classic SharePoint users who, like, they walk up to you and they'll be like, "Do this, please. Thank you." And we go, "Okay, we already have technology for that, and it's going to be quicker, easier. We'll do that. Oh, you want a custom thing? Fine." And you're done. But the more of it that we're seeing are the people who made the jump to the no-brainer exchange, right? And then someone said, "Well, what about that like website-y thingy? I think it's called SharePoint." Someone doesn't know what that thing called SharePoint is, or right now the trend in the last 6 months is people know enough about Microsoft Teams. So it's how
that was actually, I was going to say that. So on Monday, just saw there was a thread out in like a Facebook group on the, I think it was the Collab 365 or the Office 365 community, one of the two, where a Teams user was describing a scenario, what they're trying to accomplish. And somebody just kind of did you're trying to recreate an intranet, just use SharePoint for that. And so it had to be explained to them. So here was a net new Teams user, their perspective of the world in the Microsoft ecosystem, and also didn't know about really the SharePoint story.
Exactly. So those are I think that's the new and exciting piece that's coming out, is the volume. And then certainly if you're talking about what's new, we can talk about what's there or what's not there with modern. Oh no, I'm recorded saying that. That's okay. That's what I just presented at SharePoint TechCon, SP TechCon in Austin about. Is modern mature? Wahaha. And Chris McNulty stopped by. Thank you, Chris. But I know what the future is, and it's really interesting. The people who know. So if you notice my all your marketing, I missed the center part there. I missed people who know a little bit, but aren't SharePoint people and have enough knowledge that they can do it themselves. they're just going to go forward. They're going to say, okay, how does this work? And we'll test it. The newbies really want to make sure they don't do it wrong, and the people in the know have been studying, and they know what features they want to use. And so modern, I completely understand where everything's going and possibly how long it's going to take to get there. But people in this middle area are just like, but we want it now. We want it now. We want our master pages. We want our layouts. We don't care how hard it is to serve these over millions of pages. And I'm exaggerating, but the scale Microsoft works on. So it's a really interesting conversation. And then quite literally, the changes to modern are happening at 3-month increments of what's being deployed and good solid features, not just fixes to things. So it's a really amazing time. I think I'm a little crazy to try to keep on top of it, but I was anyway, even with all those ISVs. So it's also a lot of fun.
Well, there's a lot that's trickling out. I mean, we're not just saying that it seems like that there's feature announcements that come out once or twice every week across, and that's a broad range. It's not just SharePoint. There's, all the Office apps. There's a lot happening in Azure, just across kind of all of those workloads. But it's a pretty constant strain. And as you said, there are incremental adds and a lot of important infrastructural additions that are being rolled out on a regular clip, not just doing bug fixes, things that we're used to in the middle of a product cycle.
And it's really great to see articles in the blog of, hey, even if you're not looking in the roadmap, here are things you've been bugging us for that were on user voice, like shared document sets are coming back. Now, are they going to be 100% the same? No, they're not. And that's okay with that. I think, there's some features that we always say, you really released that, but document sets is one that, they're going to see how people grab onto them and see what other features they need to add that might be different. And it's great that it's in a blog post a few months out. So that shows the commitment to it. So it's really exciting working with a new class. I mean, we still have, and so Withum is actually the company that I moved from consulting to product management with. I'm back. It was formerly known as Portal Solutions. So we have some really huge clients that are portals. We migrated them 4 times already, and now they're coming back for the 5th to the cloud, or they have a specific one organization. We did their intranet, now it's the extranet. So it's a great mix of old school working on all of our capabilities, and then this new type of client, because our parent company is an accounting firm. So we have a lot of different customers that, again, they have their foot in Office 365, but they're like, well, wait, we can do more with that. So it's fun learning the new people.
Well, I know there's a lot to unpack. Just obviously within Office 365, and for if people want to find out more about you and about what your company's doing, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Well, so digital.withum.com is the bigger, and I just realized that it's so late. Let's go. Whoa, there you go. Product placement. Although, why are they always, when you drink a mug, why is it that I don't need to know my company? Aren't you supposed to be showing someone else your company? Like, you see, you're doing it there. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to grab it the wrong way next time. Digital.withum.com or that one window app.com is the intranet box. So that's my stuff that you can see.
Well, awesome. Well, Adam, as always, it's great to see you and catch up. You're going to be at the MVP Summit in March?
I certainly will be. MVP Summit and SharePoint Fest, and who knows what, maybe Seattle, I'll see you there. So a lot of events coming up, busy season, probably Inspire.
Yep.
So, yeah.
A lot going on. All right. Well, thanks a lot. Well, great talking to you.
Thank you.